Is Jana Duggar getting married? Jana Duggar's love life has always interested critics and counting on viewers. As the eldest Duggar daughter, it was assumed she would be married off almost immediately after turning 18. However, that was not the case. Viewers watched as Jill Duggar became the first daughter to marry in 2014. From there, Jessa, Ginger, and Joanna tied the knot. A few older boys followed suit, but the Duggar daughter weddings always drew more attention. It's been a while since a Duggar wedding was announced, and we find it even more peculiar that Jana appears to be wearing an engagement ring, but nothing has been said publicly. The wedding site, Zola, popped up with a page circulating almost as soon as she was spotted with the ring. But is Jana Duggar getting married at the end of the month? Jana Duggar wedding page suggests an August wedding. In less than 2 weeks, Jana Duggar could be walking down the aisle. That is, of course, if you believe the Zola wedding page that has circulated online for months. Stephen Wissmann is said to be the groom, which isn't shocking as rumors of a courtship between the two ran rampant when Jeremiah Duggar was courting Hannah Wissmann. They are said to be getting married on August 24 in Nebraska. The information checks out as it is the church the Wissmanns belong to, but it's still suspicious that no information has been leaked. There is also a registry on the account, and the items chosen are something you would think Jana would enjoy or use, including gardening tools and home items. Another interesting point is that no Amazon registries for Jana or Stephen are available. In the past, the Duggars had lists, and fans could send gifts to celebrate their big day. Jana Duggar has moved back into the public eye after years of being absent from social media. Jana Duggar has returned and shared several posts and videos. She had documented her journey but never published anything. Most of the footage is old, especially when she redid the playroom at the big house. We've also learned more about her. Jana lives in her own little shed, which she toured for followers. It's a little building she turned into a one-bedroom, one-bath tiny home. With almost all the children being adults, Jana seems to have moved on from being a caretaker. But is she ready to be a wife? Will Ginger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo return to reality TV? Ginger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo continue their podcast, sharing their thoughts on various topics. Their most recent episode focused on Ginger growing up on television and her experiences with the various shows her family starred in. Much of what they discussed had already been public knowledge, especially Ginger's fear of heights. However, their answers may surprise you when they discuss whether they missed filming on reality TV. Growing up on television gave Ginger a unique insight into what happens behind the scenes. She addressed how she had grown close to crew members and is still in contact with some people who worked on the TLC shows today. Jeremy seemed to agree that some crew became members of the family, especially the ones who filmed them in their move to California and beyond. On Counting Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo have their own show? While discussing the crew members and their experience working with them, the couple revealed they would know who they would want to work with if they began filming again. Ginger Duggar seemingly hinted that she and Jeremy Vuolo could have their own show, but nothing was in the works yet. She has always been interested in living and exploring in the big city. Some of her favorite things are adventures, and Jeremy is always right by her side. There could be some snags with them returning to television, though. Ginger and Jeremy have chosen to keep their children's faces out of the public eye. They do show how big the girls are getting and will capture them from behind or at a distance, but their faces are always protected. How would a reality TV show work without the kids? Another issue would be that she is a member of the Duggar family. The family had 2 TLC shows cancelled due to Josh Duggar's despicable actions, so it could be hard to get a network to agree to air a Ginger and Jeremy show. Never say never, though. Ginger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo used filming Counting On as their bucket list. Some of the scenes where Ginger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo filmed were things they wanted to see or do on the network's dime. They joked about it, but Ginger confirmed that some also happened with the earlier shows when her family would travel and do on-location shoots. Their move to California was documented, as were some of their travels throughout the country. They didn't go too over the top, but it was something they enjoyed doing because the expenses were paid. Is Counting On alum Jana Duggar's wedding imminent? 19 Kid and Counting On fans have seen many wedding registry posts about Jana Duggar over the years. All of them were fake. However, is a new one revealing that tying the knot with Stephen Wissmann might be a reality, and the time fast approaches when it goes down? Read on to find out more. Jana Duggar was rumored to be a lesbian for years. TLC fans were convinced that Jim Bob Duggar's oldest daughter wasn't into men. In fact, Lots of people theorized that she's a lesbian. When courting rumors started, they involved boys from the Bates family. More recently, Stephen Wisman was named as her suitor. But then that all went quiet. Lately, more talk emerged about Stephen and the Counting On alum. Jana Duggar moved into a tiny little home, and she gave her YouTube followers a tour. Certainly, it looked very nice. However, it's too small for a couple to live in. So, if the rumors that she is tying the knot with Stephen Wisman are true, then she will probably relocate to his place. The question is, this time, are the wedding rumors true? Counting On wedding is imminent. TLC sleuths spend a lot of time tracking down facts when rumors arrive. On Reddit, at @sweet_t_94 might have unearthed something to indicate the wedding could really happen. Not only that, but it could happen by the end of August. The poster wrote a long caption explaining things, saying in part, the Counting On fan also mentioned that they checked out the church, and it turns out that Stephen is the pastor of that church, as is his dad, and the Wismans belong there. Naturally, they wondered if this time a wedding might happen. In the discussion that followed, TLC fans seemed unconvinced that a wedding was imminent. Too often, fake news came to nothing. Here are some of their thoughts. There is a 0% chance this is real. If you were able to find out the name of his church from a quick Google, then anyone could. It's fake to me until photos come out. Anyone could have found out his church and then put that on a fake website. I'll believe it when I see it. What do you think? Do you believe that there's enough evidence to suggest that Jana Duggar and Stephen Wisman will tie the knot by the end of August? Shout out in the comments below, and remember to come back here for all your Counting On news.